Hey, what's happening, guys? It's Sanjoku. Happy New Year's to everybody out there. I hope everybody had a blast last night. I know I did. I was going to jump out around midnight and wish everybody a Happy New Year, but quickly realized that would have been a terrible idea and you probably wouldn't have been able to understand me. But it's 2020. It's the start of a new decade. The past decade has not been very good to us. It sucks to say, but 2020, or as I like to call it, the decade of the nation, is about to begin. Super excited right now. I'm super excited about this team moving forward. I know there's a lot of question marks out there. There's a lot of people that are doubting if we're going to have Carr, what's going to happen with the team, who's going to stay and who's going to go. But it's a fresh start right now. It's a fresh start. We're going into a brand new stadium. Things are looking really good for us. I really think we have a super strong team right now. So I just wanted to go ahead and take a look at it real quick, let you guys see what's out there. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Not going to waste too much time. If you are new to the channel, please do subscribe. Bring you Raider content. I know it's the off season right now and our season's already over, but I'm going to end up doing a few playoff videos for you guys, just to kind of keep everybody up to date and just put it out there of what's happening and who's going to make it and who's not. I'll tell you right now, pretty sure it's going to be the Ravens versus the Saints in the Super Bowl. I think the Ravens pretty much got it. I don't see anybody being able to stop that team if they're playing the way they should be playing. If they don't have any injuries, I'm pretty sure you're looking at your Super Bowl title right there. And that's going to be a team that we have to get past. That's going to be a tough, tough challenge. Let's go ahead and jump into this real quick. We're going to start with the old Derek Carr because that's what everybody's talking about right now. If you look at the media, it's the same shit as it was last season. Are they going to keep Carr? Gruden comes out there and he's real vague the whole time. But honestly, he's just keeping his options open, just kind of seeing what's out there and what's going to happen. So I understand what he's doing. But Derek Carr, when he's doing his press conferences, he pretty much seems like he knows that he's the man going into Vegas. And I truly do think he is the man going into Vegas. Wouldn't be surprised if we took somebody late. If Hurts falls to the third round, I guarantee we're going to take him just to have him riding behind Carr. And I mean, we still have Kaiser out there, so if by some chance we have Carr, Kaiser, and Hurts out there, I'd be really, really happy with that. I'm not even going to argue that. But Derek Carr, over the past 2 seasons, he broke 4,000 yards again. And I know a lot of you guys are amazed by that. I mean, I really didn't think he was going to make it to $4,000 this season, but he did. His average is up again. His yards per game is pretty much the exact same as it was last season. He had 21 touchdowns. He had 19 last season, so he's staying pretty close to that. And then he has 2 less picks. So I know we were expecting a lot more out of him. He finished with a 100 rating. I mean, a lot of you guys out there want him to be the lights-out quarterback that he was. For one thing, Derek Carr or Gruden's offense really doesn't allow that to happen. He's not going to go out there and have those games like he did against Denver all the time. It's just not built for that. But he is... Oh man, he's playing good, but I'll give it to you. He's still playing that game manager role, and that's not what I want to see out of him. I know his percentage, he finished at 70.4, which is damn good as far as an NFL quarterback. And I know you guys are going to come at me and be like, well, he finished as a number one or with such a high percentage because he just dinks and dunks the whole time. I really can't argue that because, I mean, we all sat here, we all watched the games, and he did not take the chances. And there were some chances that he should have taken. It seemed like when he did take them, he got screwed the majority of the time, and I think that kind of made him more timid. But I honestly think he's getting healthier. I think he's getting past the shit that was in his head about his injuries. And I really think we're going to see a damn good season out of him next year. And I'm pulling for him. I'm really psyched to see it happen. I really think it's going to happen. I think 2020 Derek Carr is going to be a different player. I think his 3rd year in this offense and just being able to work with the players that he has like he's been doing. If you can actually get some set pieces in there around him, and he has a few of them right now, he's just going to keep getting better, and this team's just going to keep getting stronger. The whole AFC West, with the exception of the Chargers, which I'm so happy to say, but their defense is still sick, is looking better. They're getting stronger. The Chiefs are still on top of it, but I really think we can dethrone them next season, and it's going to be a big part of Josh Jacobs. Our rookie running back coming out there and breaking 1,000 yards and only playing in 13 games. He had 242 attempts, 4.8 yard average, and he had 7 touchdowns. This dude went off this season, and he was hurt the majority of the time. I really think we're going to bring another running back in this offseason. I'm not going to say a big name running back, but it might be a rookie. Might just be somebody that comes in there that's the big bruising back, because that's what we need right now. And we're going to end up losing probably Washington or Richard. I don't want to lose either one of those guys. I think we can carry a fourth running back, but as long as we have Alex Ingold as our fullback, we really only need 3 starting backs. So I'm curious to see what happens with that, but I really want to bring somebody else in that just has some true size to him, that can go out there, be that spellback that just puts the paint on, because it's only going to open up Josh Jacobs more. And if Josh Jacobs does get injured again, then we have somebody that can go out there and at least pound the ball for us, if nothing else, and then still have either Washington or Richard there to be that speed guy to kind of fill in for that. So I'm super, super excited about our running game right now. I think our quarterback's locked down. I know our running back's locked down. Just want to get a guy behind him with some size. On the defensive side of the ball, I'm going to show you guys some stats right here. And I understand our secondary completely sucked. And I still blame that on our linebacking core. I know a lot of you guys disagree with me, but not having linebackers, it forces your safeties and your corners to play differently, because they know that you're not going to have that coverage, and it opens up the back end. I mean, Whitehead led us in tackles at 108. How many of those 108 were him just trying to fucking catch up to the running back that had already burned him out of the backfield on a pass play or a screen, or just the plays where somebody else missed the tackle and he had to clean it up? I am not too impressed with Tahir Whitehead. I appreciate his sack total. I know or his tackle total. I know what he does for this team, but he's not a starting linebacker. I know he had 108 tackles. You're like, shit, dude, he had 108 tackles. I don't know. A lot of you guys agree with me on that. I want to see Whitehead in more of a backup role. I don't want to see him off the team. I really do like that dude, but I want to see him in certain situations, not as our starting linebacker. And then Eric Harris followed us up with 74, and then our other linebacker Morrow had 73, and then Worley with 50 or 58, and then Mullins with 50. And the only reason I'm listing those off is because, I mean, you got your safety and 2 corners as your leading tacklers on this team. That's fucked up, dude. That is not the way that it should be, and I guarantee we address that in the offseason. But one of the big things we got going for us, and this is crazy, Max Crosby finished this season with 10 sacks. This dude is insane. I'm telling you right now. Max Crosby is going to be our future big-time pass rusher that everybody fears. This dude reminds me so much of Howie Long. It is unreal. And I will make that comparison because this kid is a rookie putting up these numbers right now. And Benson came out there and got 7. Farrell got 4.5. Hurst got 3.5. Deion Jordan got 2. We ended up finishing this season, 32 sacks. Last season, I think we ended up finishing out the season, I think it was somewhere between 10 and 15. So the improvement that we have in our pass rush right now is insane. Like truly, truly insane. But one of the biggest things that's screwing us right now is every single one of our sacks, every single one of them, came from our defensive line. Never had a corner blitz, never had a safety blitz. And the ones that we did have, Carl Joseph came close because he did like to blitz him, and then when he got hurt, the safety blitz just kind of disappeared. And I'm pretty sure he would have got at least 1 or 2 by the time the season ended. But the fact that there is not a linebacker on that sack list is insane. It's truly, truly insane. I just don't get it. I don't understand why we need to flip that linebacking core going into 2020. I have a feeling that we're going to do it, but shit, we have to. You have to have that help. If you don't, you counting on your defensive line. The fact they showed up and got 32 sacks is amazing. Like truly amazing. Our defensive line is looking pretty solid right now. Tackles for a loss. Look at Max Crosby leading that list with 19, and then Farrell's right behind him with 10.5. I know a lot of you guys wanted more out of Farrell, but this dude is a rookie that had 10.5 tackles for a loss, and he had 4.5 sacks on the season. He played a pretty damn good season coming out there his rookie year. So I know everybody's like, he was our first round pick. He was the very first dude we took. That's a damn good season, man. You should be happy about Farrell. He came out there and showed up. And there was a learning curve at the beginning. I get it. But by the end, he showed up and he was making some big-ass plays for us. But I'm telling you, flip those linebackers. That's what you're going to see this offseason. I guarantee you're going to see us bring in a good bit of linebackers, and we're going to end up with a pretty solid 3 or 4 linebackers going forward. And I'm happy as shit about it because that's going to change our entire defense moving forward. I think Mullen's going to be out there. I think Worley's still going to be sticking around, but I see us getting another corner, and I still think our safeties are pretty much set. So you're going to see a very linebacker-heavy draft and free agency, and I could not be happier about that shit. Next, we'll jump into Gruden. Gruden went from 4-12 to 7-9. He's progressing. We saw his offense. I mean, you've seen it for 2 years now. It is what it is. He's going to play that smash mouth football and then try to light you up deep. I mean, there was teams out there. I mean, that Chiefs game, they knew what we were going to do. They said it. They said it after the game. That's what kind of sucks about this offense, is because you know when we're setting up our deep passes and shit like that. But at the same time, I think we can disguise that way, way better than we have been, especially if we had a little bit more talent out on the field. But Gruden's, he's going to prove that this offense still works in the NFL. And if he doesn't, he's going to end up getting fired. But he is sticking to this. Once we get our rookies back, they got a full year underneath them right now. As far as our rookie tight ends go, we're going to be looking damn good. Damn good. And Carr's going to be leading that shit. And a lot of you guys are going to be singing a totally different tune moving forward about Derek Carr. Can't wait to see it. And, I mean, there is still that chance that they're just like, something happens in free agency or something happens in the draft, and all of a sudden we have a new quarterback. I do not see it happening, but I think this team growing around Derek Carr and everybody catching up to where he's at with this playbook, I think that's what you started to see towards the end of this season in those last 2 games, as a lot of the guys were finally starting to really pick this up, and they knew exactly what was happening on the field in the moment. And we haven't had that shit in a while. If we can have that going in the next year, that's going to be another huge part of this. And the last thing I wanted to touch on real quick for the new year, new stadium. This place is sick as shit, man. I get it. I'm upset, just like you guys are. I know there's a lot of you guys that are in Oakland right now that are truly pissed off, and just not even pissed off, just sad that they're leaving. I mean, I get it, but I do think the nation's going to travel to Vegas. I do not think that's going to be an issue. And these guys deserve a fucking stadium to play in that's just truly awesome. I know a lot of you guys like seeing the baseball field out there. I hated seeing the baseball field out there. I want these guys to come out there in a stadium that's better than Dallas's stadium and just start lighting people up. And I guarantee you, with this brand new stadium, we're not going to have any of those bullshit over the seas games next year, because the people that invested in this stadium, they want their money back, and the way they're going to get their money back is by having all their home games at home. And that's going to be another huge advantage for us. We're not going to have another one of those bullshit road streaks going into next year. I guarantee all our home games are at home. If we do have one overseas, it will be in Mexico. And those games I don't mind too much, because that travel is not as bad as actually crossing the ocean. Plus, you get into Mexico, the Raider Nation is so damn strong there. It's like having another home game, but I truly love that. I love when we go to Mexico, so I don't mind that. But I think you're going to see the money rolling into this stadium, and I don't think much is going to change about that. So let me know what you guys think. I'm really pumped up about the 2020 season. I'm definitely going to keep you guys up to date on what's happening throughout the off season. We're going to run into some slow times out there, so I'm going to be playing some different kind of games out there and just doing some different kinds of shit. If I can get my GoPro figured out, I'm going to do some fishing once the springtime hits. But I just really want to keep this channel active for everybody that's subscribed to it. But our main focus is always going to be the nation, so I do have you guys covered on that. Let's go ahead and just check the comments real quick. David Riley, I'm a Carr fan, but Tua's available at the 12 or 19. I say we take him as a backup for Carr to learn. I would agree with you, and I'm not even going to blame it on his hip, but we have a lot of holes on this team. And to put one of your first two picks on a player that's not going to be a position that can go out there and start for you and make an immediate difference, I'm not too sure about that. Yeah. So David Riley, man, I'm not disagreeing with you. It's a real possibility. It could happen. We all saw Gruden go out there last year and flip that draft to where nobody knew what was happening. They did not take anybody that was projected on our board. But there it is, nation. Let me know what you guys think. Again, Happy New Year to everybody. I truly hope everybody's 2020 starts off and is just truly awesome. I'm not going to lie, mine started off a little bit rough, but we're going to keep pushing through. It's always a new day. But there you guys have it, man. I'm Son Joku. We will catch you guys next time. See you later.